Yes, what's going on, world? It's your man Ross here back again with another daily dose of health, wealth, and vibe. I'm gonna try to keep this one as kind of just short and sweet as possible. Today I had a funeral for one of my favorite big cousins. And it was a beautiful moment. Sad, of course. Anytime you gotta go through the process of letting go of people who regardless if they meant a lot to you, you just had a deep love for, they had an impact on your life in some kind of way. Without digging too deep into that, a lot of people in my family said some beautiful things at the funeral, but a couple of things kind of just stuck out to me. And someone went up there, excuse me, and they talked about, how can I say it? We are trying to reach a certain place of peace and rest in our life, and because of the conditions that life makes us have to deal with, the place of the conditions that we live in, and even if the conditions that contribute to our daily life are I guess healthy or good, quote unquote, in nature. Sometimes the things that come from our past can cause us to not be fully present and appreciative of, the things that we do have in our life in the moment that allow us to have rest. I know we live in a world where it's like go, get. And even if you're not consumed by that, it still don't mean that life don't stop, right? And it still don't mean that things around you ain't changing, people around you ain't growing and not growing. It don't mean that you might not be growing as fast as the things around you, or not even necessarily growing. You might not just be moving at the pace in which the things around you that your life is consumed with or by is, and sometimes it can be hard to, I guess, deal with the things that cause you not to be able to have rest. You know what I'm saying? And when I say rest, I don't mean like sleep. I mean like, your soul being at ease, right? Your mind and your heart being at ease. Being able to find peace and joy in your day and just existing without any type of attainment or any type of even any reciprocation, or at least the type of reciprocation that you want. So, my short and simple message today is just find ways to have peace, to have rest, in your soul, in your spirit. It does you no good to be consumed in the mentality or in some kind of emotional state, or even some spiritual state or physical state that prohibits you from being able to rest when it's time to rest, or being able to appreciate the things in your life that's going to give you rest when you need it most. And these things can be, our family, our kids, our parents, our siblings, our cousins. These things can be our art, the things that we do to disconnect from the world and kind of get more in tune with a higher cerebral thing going on, get more connected with the universe and just release that way. Sometimes it's actual rest, sometimes it's just getting your ass getting some sleep, getting some relaxation physically, But a lot of people, even though they may know the kind of rest that they may need, they don't know how to go about getting it, right? They don't know how to go about creating it in their life, So for that, I would say you just got to look at the reasons why you can't have rest, You got to look at the reasons why you can't have peace, Be confident enough not only to say it and to observe yourself and to know exactly what's causing you to not have rest, right? But also be able to go through with the process of testing yourself. If go through the process of putting yourself in position to find out if you can conquer that, When you have no more motivation to do that, which a lot of us don't, you gotta find that motivation. You gotta believe in something that makes you not keep making the same mistakes over and over again. You gotta believe in something that stops you from needing to be validated in this kind of way or that kind of way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find a way to say no. First to yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Like, life is hard, and a lot of the pain that a lot of us have comes from outer stimuli, other people, bad upbringing, manipulative friends, heartbreak in relationships, all these types of different things, right? But ultimately, minus, I guess, bad parenting as a child, essentially all these other things are just a reflection of us trying to heal particular wounds that we have within ourselves, that even if we're caused by other people, we gotta assume control over our own lives and our own selves. So, it's easier said than done. I know I speak in a way that makes it seem very simple, but I know it's not. We all got shit that we going through that makes it almost seem inevitable that darkness will consume our day, our mind, our body, our hearts, and our spirit. But, even within that darkness, you gotta believe that you can spark a flame, that you can look around and, see within the darkness and find a match, find light, find that flame that's gonna spark you to say, okay, today is the day. Right now is the moment, Now is when I say no to myself. Now is when I say no to that manipulative voice that's in the back of your heart or in your mind, You aren't that voice. You aren't the reason why you feel that pain, Life is conditioning your psyche to negatively talk to yourself about possible fears, about just trying to not allow certain things to happen anymore, so you're constantly fucking up even more, trying to prevent stuff from happening to you, And some of the shit that we've been through that we're trying to stop from happening again was really deep and dramatic, right? So we want to not necessarily feel it again. We'll go through hell, just to make sure it doesn't happen again. But that's exactly what's happening. We're going through hell to prevent life, right? And we're wondering why life is so hard. Life ain't hard, Hell is hard. And you're putting yourself in hell by being afraid to live. 9.5 times out of 10, the shit that you fear that happened to you before won't happen to you again, unless you make yourself susceptible to that energy, right? But if you say no, today is the day, right now is the time, then none of that shit will ever happen again. And trust me, your hell will turn into heaven. I'm not here to critique religion. You believe in what you believe in, but I'm a firm believer that, and I do believe in God, but I believe that hell is here and heaven is here. It's the way that you perceive your reality. It's the way that you perceive yourself that creates that heaven or that hell. So just as much as you have the ability and the power to create hell in your life, you better damn sure believe that you have the power to create life and love and heaven within your life. So take that risk, take that chance. It's way more worth it than sitting around your ass burning up, metaphorically burning up in hell. You know, burning the world around you because you're creating hell outside of yourself based off the hell you're feeling in here or in here. Find something to believe in that gives you courage. Even if you have to fake it till you make it. I'm not saying build your faith on something that's untrue or something that's not valuable or sturdy enough to support you. But find something that's close enough to what you need to get to that it help you at least get to square one. Then we get to square two, and then we building blocks on blocks on blocks, and we just playing Tetris with all this love and good energy. You know, don't play Tetris with negativity and hate, especially self-hatred. Nothing outside of you is going to ever validate you more than you can validate yourself. And you already are validated because every day you wake up is another opportunity that God gave you. If you didn't wake up, he thought it was your time, or he felt that you wasn't valuable, or didn't have any give a fuck about your life. Clearly he feels that you do, because he blesses you with another day. So take this message now. Understand when you wake up tomorrow, Lord willing, you know that it's a blessing, it's an opportunity, it's a chance to create heaven. Right? Not to say that hell ain't gonna be right there, but you look how we've been creating hell for so long. It's gonna be there, but ignore it. Drink your water, eat your fruits, do your meditations, do your prayers, do your drawings, do whatever you gotta do to begin to trick yourself, right? It's like a child. A lot of y'all might have kids. You know how to trick your child into believing something. You can trick a child to believe that Santa Claus is real, the Easter Bunny is real, the Tooth Fairy is real. You're still that child that once believed in all those things. So trick the child within yourself. Learn to help that child understand what heaven is. Because for so long you've been teaching them what hell is. So this is man Raj, man. Daily dose of health, wealth, and vibe. I'm by no means a know-it-all. I'm learning lessons as we all go through this thing. It ain't no blueprint, man. I know a lot of people say it is to a lot of different things. A lot of people have reached the complacency and the peace in their life. A lot of businesses have flourished. A lot of things have been successful in any form or fashion because of the originality to the approach of it, right? It was the rebelliousness of it all, right? You can't have evolution without revolution, and vice versa. So don't be afraid to shake shit up so you can evolve. But don't be afraid to evolve so you can shake shit up. Peace and blessings to all of you.
Damn, 10-5.